Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm coming at you guys with a melody guide on some Metro Boomin future sort of thing. So before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know about this new melody loop kit that I just dropped on my BeatStars. If you guys want to go to my description, it's completely free. I got 10 of these melodies right here that are just like what you heard on this video, and they're all hard. I want to use them myself, but I've tried to refrain. So man, just if you want to use these, please go in the description and download these right now. It's completely free. And yeah, let's get right into the cook-up. Today, what I want to do is just build or start off building with our 4 chords. So I'm just gonna probably bump up this tempo just a little bit to 145, you know, make it a little different. And then I'm hearing something go down, honestly. So then I'm gonna bring our root note down to that A sharp. There we go. So really what I'm trying to do when I'm laying out this chord structure is I really want to look for those half note variations. So you can see all of these chords are really just that the half step. So yeah, I really like that. And now I think I'm gonna build off of that using something similar, but I don't really like how that would be used as like a pluck. Like that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I really like that. There we go. That's fine. Nice little counter melody. Well, not counter melody, but nice little movement. Yeah, okay. And so with that, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Yeah, and I'm gonna go over to my arpeggiator, turn up the time like that, turn up my range. There it is. See, never settle. And one thing that I've been trying to do a lot recently as well is I've been trying to add in little like stings almost. So let's like go straight over to the sound effects. Yeah, that's hard. There we go. Just something a little bit with a little bit of presence to really tie it in. Yeah, so let's start with the effect. I think I really want to add a huge reverb on that. So like let's go to my cathedral setting. Let's like bump that up to like 10 seconds just to start. Super wide. And then honestly, let's take a look at this EQ as well. So like we could probably cut down to like, we could probably keep up to like 7K. And let's turn, yeah, we could do about 350-ish, 400 hertz right there. And so what all this is doing right here, why this is super important to do these low and high cuts, and why I wanted to actually see the spectrum right here, is so that then I can, it's, if you leave the low in on your reverb, it's going to get super muddy and clash with your kick and your bass. So you want to take out that reverb immediately. And honestly, I just turn all the bass down right there so that it doesn't even add any extra from what the sample already has. Because you can see it's still going into those, into there. That's where that mud lies right there. That 100 to 400 hertz is really where all that mud is. There it is. And so you can already hear how that decays really help it. Turn it off. It sounds weak. Beautiful. It sounds all ghostly now. Alrighty, and so from here, I got my reverb, and I don't really, I mean, I could EQ this if I wanted to, but I'm just going to leave that there for right now. That was mostly just to see the, what frequencies it's living in. And so now, I'm going to move on to, let's go just, alright, let's just do right to left, whatever. So first off, I'm going to want to EQ it. See that, oh my gosh, all that bass right there, you're not actually hearing it because I already cut it. And all that is just like clicky, like the actual sound that you're hearing lives up here. So what I'm taking down, what I'm carving out, like usually you only want to carve up to like 80, 100 hertz really, otherwise it's going to start messing with what you're actually hearing, and it's going to start changing the tone and the timbre of that instrument. So, but for this one, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis as always, is you want to make sure that you're just listening and using your ears to see when it's starting to shape the tone of that instrument. And so that bass is all just nothing. And so I also want to start shaping up here. I want to make it more present. So that mid to high mid range right there is going to be about where their presence is going to be. And you can also use that, like the spectrum analysis part of Fruity EQ too, to really be able to see. And yeah, I like that. This adds just a little bit of delay onto it, I think. Yeah, this few delay too. And then add that stereo width like I was saying. And then always you want to compare and contrast how it sounds before and after that delay. Yeah, I really like that. It really adds some nice fullness to it and extra bounce with it. And then moving once again right to left. Oops, I wanna obviously tame this low end. And I really want this to be a more high-end heavy instrument. But as you can hear, when I boost that too much, it gets airy, so I want to just pull down that super high end. Everything 10 kilohertz and above, I'm not saying that's unnecessary, but just be careful with it and make sure you're listening out for it, because sometimes like you can have huge problems right there. Now it helps to just give it a little boost, and I'm probably going to end up boosting it just a little bit when I get to my bus, but like in specific instruments like that 10K and up, you just might want to tame a little bit if you feel like it's too high end heavy and it's too airy or anything like that. Like you're having problems with your high end, try to try to go there first and then pull down below it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. Just don't go too crazy with it, honestly. And just add a little bit of reverb on it. There we go. And dude, that stereo separation knob right there, so important. That is gonna add so much life to your reverb right there. Because then it just creates it wider instead of it being very monoized. Like, obviously it's not gonna be mono, but just widening it really helps add just that extra little touch that you're looking for with that reverb. Yeah, let's get into my chords now. Yeah, so honestly, I really like how that sounds. I just wanted to tame a little bit. I feel like when it comes in, it's really high end heavy and it just comes in a little hard. So I wanted to tame that high end right there just a little bit. Don't go too crazy because obviously that's where a lot of that actual information is coming from that you're hearing. So it's like you don't want to. Then you hear how it just gradually gets louder. That's not what you want. I just wanted to tame it just a little bit so it was even. Because perceived loudness is honestly almost as important as actual loudness, if not even more important. So we are going to go into Fruity Compressor. And honestly, like at that negative 18 low key is where I want to start my threshold at. So yeah, let's just get into this compression right here. So I'm just going to turn on my metering again. So you see, I really want it to live around that negative 18. That's really where it's standing. So then, you know, let's maybe go down to like 17 and a half. I mean, actually, I'm sorry. So now we could go to 17 and a half because I wanted to turn it down again. Maybe 3.3-ish ratio-ish. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter. It's just... It does matter what your ratio is. I'm just kind of guessing right now to see what it is. So honestly, maybe if I just turn that threshold to like negative 17, can I not? Okay. So if I, you know, I just wanted to boost up my threshold a little bit because I don't want to slam it too hard. And maybe turn my attack up as well. And then we're going to go to my melody bus. So I already got my EQ pulled up here so I can have that low cut. I just wanted to roll off a little bit on those low ends. And again, that top ends. Just a little bit. Pull out that arp. And maybe just pull that down just a little bit. And then, honestly, here's really the trick right here. Is the bus compression is so important. And now you see it's really mostly living around negative 21, so I'm going to go down to like negative 19 maybe. There we go. And then just tap it, like a 3 ratio maybe. And we want that attack to be a little bit quicker. let's just look. So you see how it gets a lot more out of control? And that, it just dials it back in. You guys hear me speak a lot about headroom and making sure you're leaving yourself headroom. That's what this is right here, is making sure it doesn't get too crazy out of control and still keeping the dynamics of it though. That's just a little bit of compression just to help glue everything together. Compression and glue is like, that's really the best metaphor I can have for it. That's really, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I'm about to go make the rest of this beat and then I'll play how this ends up for you guys at the end. That's how you make that future Metro Boomin type bounce, sort of like off of that Monster EP sort of thing was the inspiration I was going for. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see any other videos. Like I said, I'm gonna do something on compression and EQ pretty soon. Because let me know if you guys want anything else from me. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to see the next video, and I'll see you guys soon.